The U.S. Army has chosen the BAE Systems and Armaments LP, Sterling Heights, Michigan, to produce the Cold Weather All-Terrain Vehicle, or CATV. As per a press release from U.S. Army PEO, Combat Support and Combat Service Support, the service is on its way to buying tracked troop carriers capable of operating in the Arctic. Delivery of this modernized capability for the Arctic and extreme cold weather mission sets is slated to begin in the fourth quarter of the fiscal year 2023, with the U.S. Army Northern Warfare Training Center, Fort Wainwright, Alaska, designated as the first unit equipped. The award is a firm fixed price requirements contract valued at $278 million. The U.S. Army intends to purchase 110 vehicles for the active duty Army and Army National Guard. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the new cold weather all-terrain vehicle would help the U.S. Army. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder. If you are, like us, fascinated by military vehicles and technology, I recommend you give War Thunder a try. It's a military vehicle combat game which you can download and play for free on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. It has a huge variety of more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s, which you can take to battle on land, in the air, and at sea on more than 80 theaters of war. War Thunder's been kind enough to offer all Defense Updates viewers a special bonus, which will grant you a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account time for registering using our link in the description below. So take the plunge and join more than 20 million players from around the world. As per Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Boring, the Army's product manager for multi-mission protected vehicle systems, PEO, CS, and CSS, the CATV acquisition team used a two-step approach. To begin with, a prototype agreement was awarded in the second quarter of fiscal year 2021 to two competing providers identified for the prototype phase. The U.S. Army got these vehicle prototypes last summer. The prototypes were used as test assets, evaluating performance for mobility, payload, and swim capability, as well as in extreme cold weather conditions in Alaska from August 2021 to January 2022. BAE was selected after the evaluation, and the production phase of the program is being initiated. The vehicle is named Beowulf by BAE. Major General Brian S. Eifler, Commanding General, 11th Airborne Division and Deputy Commander, U.S. Alaskan Command, Joint Base Almendorf-Richardson, Alaska, said, "We look forward to the CATV fielding and the increased capabilities it will bring to America's Arctic Airborne Division. The small unit support vehicles were great in their day, but have needed replacing for the past 2 decades. These new vehicles will provide our Arctic Angels with capable, reliable mobility and increase their survivability in the harshest conditions Alaska and the Arctic has to offer." Lieutenant Colonel Seth Langston, Maneuver Requirements Division's Mobility and Lethality Branch Chief, based in Fort Benning, Georgia, echoed Eifler. "The CATV gives our Arctic warriors greater mobility and increased survivability in extreme Arctic conditions. The Maneuver Requirements Division in the Maneuver Capability Development and Integration Directorate is the Army's proponent for generating required capabilities and operational requirements for the cold weather all-terrain vehicle. The CATV gives Arctic warriors a modernized ground platform for extended operations and force projection in the region," said Langston. He emphasized, "It's a platform that meets long-known capability gaps in Arctic regions. This enhanced capability will increase the Army's ability to operate in extreme cold weather, mountainous, and high-latitude environments, and supports the Army and DoD Arctic strategies." The CATV family of vehicles' basic operational capabilities comprise several features that include enhanced mobility in extreme cold weather through varied terrain, including water, tundra, and muskeg, a swamp or bog with a mixture of water and partly dead vegetation, frequently covered by moss. The vehicle will be able to carry up to 9 soldiers, supporting homeland defense, defense support of civilian authorities, and search and rescue mission sets. Brigadier General Samuel L. Peterson, the Army's Program Executive Officer for Combat Support and Combat Service Support, or PEO, CS, and CSS. The Cold Weather All-Terrain Vehicle Program Team has focused on meeting the Army's emphasis to enhance extreme cold weather mobility and survivability by rapidly procuring a modernized capability in support of the Army's Arctic strategy. Our support management team for multi-mission protected vehicles undertook a great challenge to quickly develop and execute a strategy using all the authorities and tools available to streamline and accelerate the CATV acquisition process. As the ice caps melt in the Arctic, it will become economically viable to navigate. Several military experts have advocated a much greater American presence in the Arctic. The main reason is the growing Russian military activities in the region, which has the potential for significant economic interest in the future. Russia is gearing up to monetize the potentially lucrative Northern Sea Route, NSR, as the Barents Sea and Arctic thaw faster than anticipated. In this situation, cold weather all-terrain vehicle is much needed, and it's good that the U.S. Army has taken this step. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.